Hello, welcome everyone to All About Energy. Today I have an amazing guest, Dr. Kamal. I'd like to welcome you, Dr. Kamal, and talk a little bit about who he is here quickly. He actually received a Bachelor in Science in Aviation Management, Flight Technology at Florida Institute of Technology in 1993. He has a commercial pilot license in single and multi-engine landing and airplane with instrument ratings. Upon finishing his degree, he continued to further his education in Florida of Integrated Medicine in Orlando. Then he earned his second bachelor's in natural medicine and a master's degree of Oriental medicine in 1997. He became a board certified acupuncturist physician upon graduation and remains one until present day. Now, he also has beautiful systems that I actually met him on. It's a body type system that I want to talk about today in our conversation that we're going to have with him. It is called Harmonizing My Training with Body Type System. Did I say that right?
Well, it's a body type system.
Mhm.
That's the whole system. And the course that you just highlighted
Mhm.
is the movement, the body mechanic course.
Okay.
So this is called harmonizing your training with the body type system. Then I
Mhm.
have a secondary course that I used to do anywhere from 50 to 75 people. The low class was like 35 to 50 people. The high class was 50 to 75 people. So then we have the exercise portion, harmonizing your training. Then we go deeper into understanding your true nature with the body type system, why you're attracted to certain places and things and attitudes and people.
Okay.
Then we have navigating nutrition, what type of food you should be eating for that body type to support your energetic matrix. Then the other one that I haven't done in a while is called maximizing your relationships. And that was the last course, so that once you understood your body type and understanding your true nature, how to move with that body type, how to eat with that body type, then now how would you react with certain type of interpersonal relationships? The relationship with yourself when you're alone, the relationship with your significant other or family, and then your relationship with the greater world. So I always use the example of, the cobra and the mongoose are going down the path and they've never seen each other before. Now, why do they immediately upon seeing each other go into the death dance? And one has to now compete with the other. Well, they don't know each other, but it's the energy that they're interacting with. So then if you ever went to a job for the first day or school for the first day, and you come across this person and it's like you've known them forever, where does that energy come from? Then you get to a job and you look and you go, oh, I can't stand that person. And you're thinking to yourself, wait, I haven't even said hello. Why am I reacting that way? Well, it has to do with energy.
Right.
And once you understand your true nature and you realize that you are now interacting with subtle energies, and those subtle energies can affect you, then it's easy for you to now, if you get upset, reset. So that's one of the things that I teach people. If you get upset, reset. You can reset with exercise. You can reset with food. You can reset with environment. So then now you know how to master yourself. All of my courses have one goal: self-discovery.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And there's an ancient Eastern saying, there's no mystery where there's mastery. The real mystery is we don't really know who we are. Once you understand that, then every environment you can adapt to. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So that'll help you understand a little bit about what we do.
Okay, I love it. Thank you for that. And
Mhm.
really, I wanted to, if I could, jump in on how I met you
Good,
and
absolutely.
talk about the systems that I was introduced to. And truthfully, a life-saving um, system you have. And so I want to thank you for that because I was not in a good place. And yeah,
Yes.
a friend of mine recommended you and said, because I tried various doctors, various Western medicine doctors, and it was not solving the vertigo.
Sure.
And the vertigo was just to catch you guys up to speed who are watching. The vertigo was so bad that I was having a hard time. I couldn't drive. I couldn't walk straight. And it was putting me into like a spiral of depression. So one of my friends mentioned Dr. Kamal, thank you, and said, give him a try. Well, I had my appointment and it was an amazing appointment on Zoom. You did the body type assessment and explained to me what was going on and why I had all these symptoms because it just wasn't the vertigo. There
Right.
was my left arm had some issues because I have that lymphedema. There was a
Sure.
whole system of, I mean, list of symptoms that I had, and I was educated by you on
Mhm.
the different foods and my body type and why my body was essentially screaming. Okay.
Right.
Because I was an angrier person too. So when you were talking about the moods as well,
Sure.
that really reminded me that, you know what? When I first met Dr. Kamal, I think I was a little angrier. And
Well, yeah.
after cooling my system down, I'm in a better place. Now, fortunately and unfortunately for me, the
Mhm.
symptoms that I experienced were very apparent. So if vertigo's there and not there, it's very simple and understandable.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And so when I stuck with the foods that work with my body type, I
Mhm.
immediately saw the vertigo disappear.
Sure.
I stuck with the whole system. It wasn't just the foods. And this is why I love your system that you have the integrated in fact, you can take over here with the fact of the workout, the breathing, the
Sure.
sun. It's a beautiful
So
system.
the biggest thing that is the misnomer is that we get nutrition from food. Okay, so that's one of the things that in ancient times, the doctor was the teacher. So when people see me as a body type consultant, then I put on the mantle of Jiao Shi. Jiao Shi means teacher in Chinese. So when they make an appointment, they'll see, oh, make an appointment with Jiao Shi. And the reason why I'm taking the mantle of Jiao Shi is to educate you on what you need to do for yourself. So the recommendations that I give is based on what I call the four energies. Now, to back up just a little bit, the body type system is based on what we call a constitutional assessment. Everybody has a particular constitution in Chinese medicine based on the wuxing. The wuxing is the five elements. So then now the five elements or the five phases are constantly moving. But for each individual, they have a main constitution based on the available energy in utero that mom had. So then you get attracted to that energy, and then boom, you're born. And now your body had the more abundant water energy in utero. So then now you said, okay, give me that, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. And then now, after 40 weeks, you're a water type. Then we have to delineate what type of water type, because there's all kinds of water. There's oceans, there's lakes, there's streams, there's little puddles, right? So then now we delineate what type of water type you are, and then support that energy with the four main energies: sunlight, oxygen, water, and then food is always last. Food is always last. Why? 65% of your body weight is oxygen. So I tell people all the time, you're just a glorified blow up doll. Because if you're 100 pounds, your actual body mass is only 35 pounds. So then now, if we get the right sunlight, the sun affects us, is a celestial body that affects us 10 to 15% of the time to allow our hormones and minerals to be manufactured. The body manufactures 92 minerals from all kinds of different environments. So then now we get that from the sunlight, 10 to 15%. We get our oxygen that we're breathing in. That is now what? 80% of our function. We haven't eaten anything yet.
Oh,
Then we drink some water and we get 10%. That's 90% of our physiological function. Now, what would you have preferred to do as a child? Eat or play?
play.
Play. Now, where were you getting all that energy from? All day, running around, running around, running around. Sunlight, oxygen, and water. Now, if I guide that, all of that inertia, and I'm taking my vehicle going 90 miles an hour down the road, I could either keep it on the road by giving it exactly what it needs, a nudge here, a nudge there, or I can crank the wheel really hard to the left or right and go flying off the highway. When you eat for your body type, you stay on the road of life. If you eat incorrectly for your body type, it sends that inertia flying off the road, i.e. vertigo.
Yes. I actually, after not being well for a little bit, I was going through something. I felt so weak and I started eating totally out of my system.
Right.
And oh my gosh, the vertigo came back. I mean, just
Right.
days, I think 4 to 5 days
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back and I could just think about the system. I'm like, but I will say this,
yeah.
I'm doing my sunlight 15
Right.
minutes right at sunrise or
Okay, good.
sunset. I am
Right.
getting that in. I'm getting
Right.
my distilled water and,
Okay, great.
um, trying to keep up with the wonderful, wonderful workouts that you also provide,
Yeah.
which I think are amazing. So, while I'm mentioning the workouts, can we talk a little bit about that and what it's
Sure. So in
called?
the realm of 65% of oxygen, in Chinese medicine has 5 main branches. Okay. We have acupuncture and moxibustion. We have Chinese herbology, Chinese food therapy, essential exercises, and then Chinese medical massage, which is called Tuina or Anmo. Now, the branch of the morning workout, which is really called Daoyin in Chinese, the way of softness. That's why we do it slow and soft, and we do proper breathing. So we do the way of softness or harmonizing your training, which is organizing your body with coordinated breathing for your body type. Those are all based on Daoyin. Daoyin, the way of softness, keep your body soft, keep your body so that it's rhythmically moving back into homeostasis or balance. If you do that with the proper breathing, now that negative ion, which is oxygen, can bind with the positive ions of iron, which is in the red blood cell, magnesium, and copper. That's the red blood cell. So now it can combine with it. And now, what does magnesium do to muscle?
Relaxes it.
Soften the softness. You understand? So we
Understand.
do the right type of movement. We bind the oxygen with the magnesium, and now the muscles get soft. We do this every morning, every day. After 100 days, we build what's called muscle memory. Now your body is poised to now, every morning, even if you skipped a morning workout, your body still gets soft.
That's encouraging. How about if you skip the 3 mornings? But
Right. So then now you have to first do the first 100 days.
right.
In ancient times, there was 3 steps of training. The first 100 days is to build muscle memory. Then 10 months to start to master whatever science that you were doing. And then 10 years to become ready to go to the next step. So when you did a martial art, you started the first 100 days with your teacher. Then he says, okay, go off practice, 10 months. Let's see what you learn. Let's see how you correct it. Then now you're working on that particular science for the next 10 years. Now you're ready to do some of the other types of workouts, martial arts styles, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're constantly training your body to regulate properly that 65%. So that's why I started releasing the morning workout, harmonizing your training. We're going to be releasing other things in the subsequent years, I should say really months or years. It just depends on our schedule to start doing more muscle work, more tendon work, more blood circulation. Each of these meditation and practices is in the industry is called like Taoist yoga, because it's like yoga, but it's different in that there is both yin and yang. Many types of yoga have only the fire principle, which is the kundalini. They
Mm,
don't have the water principle to cool it down, which is the Tao Yin.
okay. And so
So we
the one
found,
that you're offering, I also noticed that they're very interesting movements because they're
yeah,
different, but I
right.
like them. In fact, they're repeating a certain movement, but I do like them. I feel truthfully energized to
Yeah.
start my day when I do the workout. And it's funny because you think you move your neck and you stretch it, but the way you do it, it's like, oh my gosh. You know,
Right,
I really need to do this. So then,
right.
I guess my question, this is so beautiful that you're offering, pretty much this, I would say, lifestyle.
Right. It's supposed to be a lifestyle change because in ancient times, okay, how many acupuncture treatments can I do on each individual person? So in the acupuncture department where I worked in China, we only had 12 beds. So we could only do 36 people a day.
Mhm.
There's a billion people in China. Okay, so then
Go be
now,
there.
yeah, yeah, So then now we do the herbal department. We did 70 people a day. We prescribe herbs. Okay, there's a billion people in China. Okay, now I go and I do the respiratory clinic, and then we were talking offline about the respiratory clinic. We did 450 one day, 490 the next day. We still got a billion people in China. Now I take everybody out of the park and say, everybody move this way. And we do this every morning. Now everybody can do it together. Because I decided, okay, I want to do Tai Chi in China. I want to go into the park. So I decided as an American, I'm going to go early. So what is early for an American?
6,
Great. My idea
7.
was 5. My idea was 5. So I get there at 5 o'clock,
Yes.
and the people said, yeah, we're done for the day. I'm saying, what? I says, yeah, we're here at sunrise. Sunrise in that area of China is 3:30. I went at 5 o'clock. There was hundreds of people out there. I went at 3:30. The park was packed, full
Wow.
of people, standing room only. And everybody's doing exercise every morning. So now that's our 65%. So that's our morning workout. Now, if everybody's doing the energy together, then what is the negative ions doing? What does negative ions do? We have a rainstorm, we have a thunderstorm, we have the waves crashing on the ocean, we're walking on the beach. All of those are negative ions. What do you feel like when you come in contact with those negative ions? Relaxed, focused, happy. So now I have all of these people at 3:30 in the morning, relaxed, focused, and happy. How's traffic? Relaxed. How's everybody at work? Not stressed. How's productivity? More productivity. So you start your day off with relaxation every morning. And the way that we do the morning workout is that we align ourselves with the daily energy. And so I give a color and a type of attribute, which is the word of the day, so that we have something that we can meditate on and do a moving meditation that I take everybody through every day. And if you align yourself with the daily energy, You're now in the eddy of the universe. Now your body has no choice but to relax because now you're going with the flow. As a pilot, I know that if I'm going from west to east, I'm going to try to get the type of jet airway that is going through the jet stream. I get to there faster. Because why? I get in the current of air that's going to take me to my destination faster. So now I'm in the celestial jet stream. And now my body is showered with that energy every morning. And what's my day like every day?
Amazing.
So this is
Amazing.
why I call it a low energy, a low impact, high energy workout. That's why low impact, we do it slow, we do it gradual. But then after that half hour, how do you feel all day?
Oh, I feel wonderful.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
Because
really
now
feel.
you're in that celestial jet stream, and now you're allowing the universe to do the work. You're not working against the flow.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful system because you've got everything in there, and I've never seen this before. And I've gone to many Chinese medicine doctors, many over the years. I never understood the whole system. I never had a system like this. And so what a relief it was to be, it's very empowering because it's like if you want to get better,
Yeah.
you can get better, not go and throw the mess on someone else's lap and then not feel empowered. Okay.
Right.
It's a very
And
empowering
that's the big
system.
thing that I always wanted. As seeing patients, I said, if they would have known that it was the vegetables causing their problem. Yes, organic vegetables can cause a problem. Not everybody should be eating their vegetables. Yes, grain can cause you pain. Some people should never eat vegetables a day in their life. Some people should never eat grain a day in their life. And some people should never eat meat, any kind of meat, any kind of animal protein at all. They should never eat it a day in their life because it has nothing to do with the vegetables, the grain, or the meat. It has to do with the energetic response that your body makes when you come in contact with it. So I always give the example. Okay, if I take a bottle of tequila right now and down it in the next 15 minutes, will I get a response?
You sure
Yes,
will.
you sure will. And will it be favorable when you're hugging the porcelain god?
Not a
No,
good
your
one.
body will react, right? So
Right.
sometimes there is no, and I try to explain to people, there's no real disease. It's just a reaction to something. Your body is saying, please don't do that to me again. So then your body says, Sama, we need to talk. And you go, I don't have time. I got to do something. Saba, we need to talk. You go, yeah, I'm fine. I'm going to give you vertigo. Oh,
Yeah.
can we talk now? Yes. Okay, you have my attention. It's just a form of communication that your body has.
Right.
That's what your symptoms are.
Right.
Now, do you speak the language? If you don't, go to an ambassador like me. And I say to the body, hey, what does she do? Okay, she's been doing this, this, and this. Okay, I'll tell her.
Thank you for that because really, you know what the doctors told me? They
Yeah.
said some people just have it for the rest of their life.
Right,
And I thought,
right.
um, this is not good. I can't live like this for the rest of
No,
my life.
no,
And
you don't have to live like that. Yeah.
yes. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a very empowering system. I love the workouts,
Good.
the water. I feel a difference when I'm off the water.
Yeah.
I do feel the subtle. It's almost like you said, it's collective system. So if I'm off of one, I feel that 10, 15% a little
Sure.
off.
Just a little
Um,
off. Yeah.
yeah, and then now if I'm off of the entire system, then I feel it. I mean, it was a little touch and go with me with meat because I've always been attracted to being vegetarian and vegan. And
Sure.
so I
Sure.
really do see the difference with because I'm water yin. I
So
do see
you
the
are
difference.
a fruitarian.
Yes.
Okay, so a fruitarian, what's the difference? A fruitarian is more fruit, less vegetable. A vegetarian is more vegetable, less fruit.
Yes.
A carnivoritarian, like myself, is more meat. Yeah. A
Hey,
grainitarian, yes, hey! Now, a grainitarian is a person that needs more grain.
mm-hmm.
And then a fluiditarian is somebody who shouldn't be eating solid food at all.
Mm-hmm.
They should be doing more soups and smoothies. We
Okay.
have the fluiditarian, we have the carnivoritarian, we have the grainitarian, we have the vegetarian, we have the fruitarian. That's the main system to support only 10% of your body's energetic production. It's only 10%. What about the other 90? That's why sunlight, oxygen, water. Align the four energies and your body will support you. Misalign the four energies and you will be like a person driving down the road with a flat tire. Thump, 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 thump. And that's what you feel like.
Oh yeah. And stomach acidity. That was another thing that was really trippy for me because I had what do they call it? GERD.
GERD,
And
yeah.
it was interesting because I thought, well, I'm not eating very spicy foods or very foods that you would think would cause it. But then when I started eating the fruitarian way,
Yeah.
I noticed if I stepped out into like different veggies or just different oils, even
Sure.
the
Sure.
acidity in my stomach was not excited with that decision.
No,
And
because
so,
it had to do what? It had to accommodate that new balance. So now your body is always doing things to save you. Hear me, everyone. Your body is not working against you. It's doing things to save you from dying at that moment. So it's literally rescuing you from yourself every moment when you do something that you don't realize it could have killed you.
right.
And then over time, like for example, cholesterol. Cholesterol is building up to do what? Save you from blowing out one of your arteries. And then you keep doing the same thing over again because you go, oh, whew, I beat death that day. And then you develop a habit of taking too many risks. So your body has to keep producing that cholesterol. And little by little, you start to build up 50%, 75%, 100% blockage. Now, a vascular surgeon has to cut you open to now do something major to save you from yourself. Instead of you changing your lifestyle, changing your behavior, and now the body can drain the cholesterol.
Right. Beautiful.
Okay. So just remember, your body's never working against you. It's saving you from yourself. So everyone, listen to your bodies. If you don't understand, get an interpreter.
I know a great interpreter, Dr. Kamal.
Right? Just get an interpreter and then say, okay, this is just like even years ago, they had different systems like Body Talk, right? Louise Hayes had her system. It's all about communication with yourself, self-discovery, so that you understand, hey, your body is actually working for you, not against you. And this is just a bringing forward of a 6,000-year-old system to help people in this day and age understand how to do it quickly. Because people are not going to go to China like me. They're not going to go learn Chinese like me. My teacher had Chinese medicine as a background, which is a medical type of language. So he spoke Chinese, medical Chinese, and then ancient Chinese, and then ancient medical Chinese. So
Wow.
just imagine your English teacher who can translate Beowulf in the original tongue. That's my teacher.
And of course, my phone rings.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Actually, I know we're running out of time here, but I do want to say I want to throw in a little teaser for our
Okay,
viewers for our next time. I'd love to have you on again because I
absolutely.
want to talk about how did I go from an A1C that was borderline diabetic
Yeah,
to very low, I mean, very healthy low
yeah,
by eating nothing but fruits and potatoes and these root vegetables. I want to talk about that because I have the science that showed it. So I definitely would love for you to come back on so that we
sure.
can explore a little bit more about that and also talk some more about the entire system because I think there's so much information that I'd like to go over. So I think it's
And then we'll talk about why we talk about the four energies. It's more important than anything because it has nothing to do with the food, but what the food has in it. It has energy. When your body harvests that energy, you align it with the sunlight, oxygen, and water. Now the glands and the organs can work for you instead of against you.
perfect.
And that's the simple answer. And then we'll get into the details next time.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to put down for all of you viewers that want to have more information and get in touch with Dr. Kamal. I will have his information on the bottom. And Dr. Kamal, thank you so much. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
your
you.
time as always. Take care. Thank you so
All
much.
righty.
All right. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.